Hey everyone, Sandy here, the Badass Business Coach. Welcome back to the weekly podcast, No More Excuses. Yes, this is your Monday motivation. What are you doing? How are you motivating yourself? Maybe this will motivate you. Well, I don't know. The topic this week is pain. I don't know. It's a fun topic, right? We all experience pain at some point in our personal and professional lives. Pain comes in many forms, physically, mentally, literally, figuratively. Physical pain. I've had a shit ton in my life: broken bones, surgery, scrapes, bruises, played a lot of sports, and I'm a little klutzy. So, you know, that'll do it, right? It's just life. I mean, who hasn't stubbed their toe 1,000 times, especially on a chair or leg or a bed corner? You know, how many times have you hit your head getting in or out of the car? I mean, I've hit my head standing up in an airplane, on the stupid overhang thing. It just happens. Physical pain, unfortunately, is part of life, as well as mental pain. Mentally, we've all been there with maybe a loss of a loved one, confusion, frustration, feeling overwhelmed. Mental pain is what we deal with mostly in life and business. Just all of the chaos of the world, not knowing what's going on, not knowing how to do something. However, it is, right? Pain in business shows up when there are challenges with sales, staffing, legal issues, even motivation. Perhaps you're just launching or thinking about starting a business and are experiencing the pain of not knowing what to do. What do you do first? How do you get going? Who do you talk to? How can you get help? Or you could be on the other side of things with you're rocking and rolling and growing pains, the pain of success. It doesn't matter what it is. No one wants to have pain of any kind, but unfortunately, it is part of life. As a business coach, I talk with clients about all aspects of their life, and many times it includes pain of some sort in one area, personally or professionally, and they affect each other and they cause pain on the other side. As I mentioned in last Monday's podcast and in social media posts, we should make sure our lives are aligned, not balanced, aligned with our values, with what we want, our goals, right? Pain sucks. There's no other way to say it. But what can you do about it? Physical pain, there's doctors, physical therapists, people in the health and wellness industry to help you get through that physical pain. Mental pain, they're therapists and perhaps coaches, because I do help people with some mental shit going on. They help you, therapists will help you work through and overcome that pain. In your career and business, yes, that's where the coaches come in. It's mental, but it's more of the mindset and just the mental clutter that we need to work on. However, it's what is causing the pain that a coach like myself will help you identify and will help relieve that pain. It's what coaches do: figure out what's happening, not happening, being said, not being said. Is it communication, relationships, habits, motivation, clutter, support, lack of communication, lack of sales? What pain do you currently have in your world? World meaning personal and professional life, encompasses both. If you're having personal pain, as much as we say, leave it at the door when you go to work, the office, get on a Zoom call, whatever you do, it's still there chipping away at you. You can fake it all day long, but at some point, like some of my clients, people notice, their staff notices, their business partners notice it. People notice at home. All right, I notice. And if you're having professional pain, you'll take it home with you. And, as much as you're like, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm always complaining, right? Complaining. It'll come out at the dinner table or on the phone or wherever you are. As soon as someone asks, how was your day or how's business? And you can say, fine. You can say it was okay. But the tone of your voice, people will know. So you've got to face the pain face the shit and work through it. I actually help people on both ends. I recently talked a client through her leaving her husband. Yes, process of divorce, getting her connected with the right people to help her through that divorce process. And now seeing her months later, happy, energized, yes, still stressed, but not like on the outside, just exhausted and mentally drained. I've seen her just going down that rabbit hole of pain for years. We've been working together for a very long time. And she hopped on a Zoom call a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, "Ooh, you look great." And she's like, "I feel good." Not great, but she goes, "I feel good. I feel the best I have in a long time." She said that she's felt the best she has in years. So getting out from under that heavy rock, heavy cloud, heavy whatever. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a divorce or something like that. It could just be, I don't know, something else is going on. You get stressed mentally if you're trying to buy or sell a home, right? I was totally stressed. We were stressed when we moved from Indianapolis to California. The cost of everything, the cost once we moved here and realized that moving prices were almost double because of whatever. And it just the pain and the stress and the mental anguish. It was tough, right? And then COVID, the pandemic, you know, helping clients identify where things are broken. Where is the pain coming from? Is it broken processes and procedures? Is it staffing? Process and procedures being broken will cause problems and pain with staff. Staff will make mistakes. Staff will be inconsistent with client experiences. Coaches should help you identify the bad habits and help you create better ones that'll help you both personally and professionally, and ease up on some pain. Better habits will help you find more time, can lead to more income and alignment in your life. You have to identify where the pain is coming from. Have I said that enough? We've all heard or said the phrase, got to stop the bleeding, stop the revolving door of whatever. It's one client, I was like, let's put a foot, put a brick, put a something, stick in that revolving door, because there was so much turnover with staffing, especially focused in her department. We had to figure out what was going on. So once you identify the pain, then you can figure out how to fix it, how to stop it. Yes, I'll preach and preach and preach about progress checks on goals. So that helps, because you find out what activity, what are you doing, what's happening, what's not happening, what progress is being made, and what isn't, and why. Where's the breakdown? Time management, an environment issue, staffing, or do you not have staff and need to hire staff? So is it money, habits, boundaries? Are you mentally just overwhelmed, drained, exhausted, confused? Where's the blood coming from? Take time to look around. What's not working? What is working? Are you frustrated with someone or yourself? My intake form for new clients, I ask them all 1 to 10, rate your business. And I also ask them to rate their life. I need to understand where their pain is coming from before we begin. And then clients, I ask them regularly, especially the ones that I know have had challenges. Rate your business from, the beginning of the year till now. And if things are good, let's keep talking about why they are good, how to keep it that way. Because we all know a shitstorm is going to happen at some point. But if you're already in a good space, then it's easier to handle it. It's easier to work through the storm. So today, take some time to look around. Think about any pain you're having. Tiny little nugget of pain, a little, bruise on your arm, a little mistake that happened with a client, or bigger shit that's going on. Where is it coming from? So identify the pain. Then if you can, identify where it's coming from. And I'm always here to help. If you don't know, that's what coaches do. We help identify the pain and help you figure out how to relieve it. And I don't know why, I guess writing this, thinking about this, talking about this I had an anesthesiologist once that his name is Dr. Payne. It was at the time, I'm sure it still is, Dr. Payne. I just thought it was funny. So I guess coaches, oh, I'm here to help like Dr. Payne. We evaluate, monitor, supervise. We work hard to keep our clients stable during crazy situations, right? During touchy situations. So I'm not a doctor, but I am officially, because it's trademarked, the Badass Business Coach. I'm here to help you identify where the pain is coming from and how to stop it. So contact me today. Check out my website, badassbusiness.coach. I have a free group coaching session coming up. I actually have a few of them. Next one is coming up next week, but look and see what date works best for you. Always 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. And there's a free disc assessment on there as well, if you're curious about how you communicate and why you do the things you do. But most importantly, hop on that free group coaching call. Let's talk about the pain. Let's talk about ways to relieve it. All right. Let's look forward to having a pain-free week, month, and life. Cheers.